Okay, we are back and I think I figured it out. Let's get back to work. Okay, so for those that didn't just see the mess that I was in tonight, I have another build back on the crawler. I have another comp to go to, my second comp, and I need to get this sorted. And sorry, I've got a bit of a sore throat. Got to get this class legal. So I needed to change the chassis just a tiny amount. Needed the chassis to extend up to the center of the front axle, and needs to have a front bumper, so I need to print one of those. And just a few other little tweaks I did to the chassis. So anyway, I cut out a new chassis. You can see I've lightened it up a little bit. Not a good night to choose to do this. I've been fine all day. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so new chassis. Need to just tap out some of the holes so that we can use them to bolt everything up to and swap it over. So yeah, let's get to work. Just going through the holes just with a little twist drill just to take the edges off them, so when we tap the holes out we don't, well, try not to split the back of the carbon out. It'll probably split out anyway, but you know, got to take precautions. But yeah, the last video, don't know if you've seen it yet, but it had my first trip to a crawler competition, which went down a lot better than I could have hoped. We did a lot better than I thought I was going to do. Managed to come in 4th, but I could have easily done 2nd or 3rd, I reckon. When I look back at the results, silly little mistakes like battery dying in the first 20 seconds, which was a bit of a shame. They were old batteries and I hadn't tested it because I'd only finished building it at 3 o'clock in the morning, so there you go. Right, I have just gone through all of these holes. I think I've got most of them now. Some of them I might just need to tidy up with a drill bit. So I cut these on my own CNC, which I made. It's not really designed for cutting small stuff like this, so it's not the most accurate. I mean, it's accurate but not perfect. Yeah, it sometimes takes a little bit of extra work. Right, let's get some tools. Where are we going to start? Well, start on the. I can't remember what size I need to drill these out to, so we'll just put one off and take a look. Oh, that looks quite large. I think it probably is M2. Twisty drill bit. M2. Doesn't even look like M2. Just want to make sure I get the right size tap for doing this. Pretty sure it's M2, but yep, M2 it is. So if you don't know, when you get your taps, when you buy your taps, you normally get 3 different ones. You get one tapered one, which is your first tap, and then you get a number 2 and a number 3, and you kind of work your way through them, and that way, well, the third one's like a bottoming out tap, so in this case we won't need that, but I'm not going to tap all the holes because it's unlikely that we're going to actually need them, and I'm just going to tap the ones in the top row because that is what I was using last time. And I think I might need to re-drill these a tiny bit bigger with my drills. Probably a 1.5, but do for M3, M2. There we go, one side done. Say hi if you've just joined us. We are working on crawlers again tonight. I've got a comp in the morning. It's always the same story, isn't it? Working on your cars right up until the last minute. I knew about this weeks ago, but I only got around to it this afternoon. There you go, just opened out a few of those holes, and now we can just pop the first tap through them to clean them out. M2, that's the one. No, I can't let it go through. No, I'm going to need something a bit bigger. Right, got issues, can't get the tap through. Got to work a way around this. I don't know what I did last time. Let's see if a 2mm drill is going to be too big, I think. So yeah, don't really know what to do. I don't know what I did last time. Well, maybe we can just leave that for now. Figure it out later. Thought this was going to be easy. Let's try a different tap. Let's go for the number 2. Find a drill bit that is about 1.8, 1.9. I do have one idea. I'm going to go back with special drill bits back in a second. I'm just going to go get some special drill bits. Right, okay, breaking out the super fine drills. Somewhere in here I should have .9, 2.2. I want about a 1.8, 1.7. That's pretty close. 1.7 or 1.8 for a M2 tap. 1.92. Let's try that one. 1.8. There we go. That's what we're going to use. So let's pop that in and just drill those out again, and then that should allow us to tap our holes. Nice and easily. Okay. Probably means I just need to go back over these holes so that they don't split out. So if you just joined, say hi, let us know where you're watching from. Tonight we are doing a bit of crawler work, trying to get this truck ready for a comp in the morning. Making sure it is class legal because it wasn't quite last time around. Right, now we can run our tap through that. That's better. Okay. So it is Friday night here. I'm expecting it is midday for most of you guys. If you're, well, not midday, mid-afternoon for most of my followers in the USA. Hope you got something planned for the weekend. So I've got this comp to go to tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to. Alright, as soon as we've got this done, we can start making a bit of real progress. Right, I think with that, I'm just going to grab a hoover. 1 second. So, we are working on a SCX24 build. This is one of my own design chassis. I cut it. If you haven't watched the last video I uploaded, I went to my first crawler comp and I decided the night before to redesign and rebuild the car. It went pretty good. We had a few issues, but anyway, I've got another comp coming up tomorrow. So I need to get it class legal, so I needed to change a few bits, and I have cut myself a new chassis. I needed to bring it forwards a little bit to get it over the center of the front axle, lightened it up a bit, and then did a few other little tweaks. I'm really sorry at the moment. I am seeing your chats pop up, but YouTube is saying there is an error with them viewing them on my side, which is not very helpful. So I'm reading them pretty fast. They only flash up for a second, but keep throwing them out there. I try and grab them as they go past. I don't know if there's another way that I can view them. I'm just having a quick look. Bear with me 1 second. No. See if I can see them on actual YouTube itself. Ah, yes. Hello, Patrick. Hello. Yeah, frame rails. Yeah, I think I just went through it. But yeah. Okay, cool. I'm taking it. Are you a SCX24 driver yourself? Yeah, I don't do things the normal way. I haven't got a working camera and microphone to use on the computer, so I'm doing this all off my phone. I'm working on it though. I've just got some microphones that I need to figure out. So we're getting there. It's I'm really bad at tech, so I struggle my way through. If you haven't obviously noticed from my rather poor video quality, I do everything off an iPhone 8 or an SE or whatever it's called. Yeah, that's the way at the moment. Indeed. So one day we'll get some upgrades, but I've got a little way to go on YouTube before I can justify buying loads of nice equipment, but hopefully one day. In the meantime, we'll just spend it all on toys instead. Right, so I think we're just about at the stage where we can start getting this thing back together or switched over. Just kind of having a bit of a tidy up. Put those away. Yeah. I think the wife would say neither are important, but there you go. Right, where are we going to start? I guess with the body. Sorry, covering everything up. This is going to be a pretty slow process, always is. I'm just hoping it goes more smoothly than it did last time, because otherwise it's going to be a very long night, and I don't want a long night because I've got to be back up early again in the morning. I need to leave here at 8 o'clock to go to this comp. I don't know who thinks about putting these things on so early, but there you go. So yeah, let's get this thing stripped down. So say hi if you're watching, let us know where you're watching from, let us know what you're up to this weekend. Got any plans? Keep the chat going, keep me company while I do this. There you go. Just trying to get everything off this before I start making a real mess. I think we're just about there. Wasn't mentioning Micro B. Patrick, are you a Micro B person, or what's your interests? Or is it like me and you just love everything? Incidentally, I have got a WL Toys video coming out, hopefully by Monday, Tuesday. If you saw the little short, I've had rather a nice package come through from Endura. They have very kindly helped the channel out and sent us a load of goodies. There's going to be a couple of videos on that because there's so much of it. Nice. 1/30th scale. I'm assuming that's Orlando, because is that Orlando stuff? I don't know. What other 1/30th scale stuff is there? I'm taking it you don't have the SCX30 yet, because that's not due out for a while. I am very much a fan of everything as well. Axial, you've got an SCX30 already? Or does pre-ordering one kind of count? Because I've not pre-ordered one. Right. This is going far too smoothly. This is where we find out whether my changes have worked out. The last time I had major issues with where the motor mount fits in. I didn't machine it big enough. I spent all evening with a file trying to get it to the right size. Nice. I always love those Toyota bodies on these. This is a body that I actually made myself. Don't like it all that much, but yeah, it's kind of cool. Anyway, right. Let's start. Let's see if the mini Zs. Yeah, the mini Z crawlers. I forgot about those. Right, I'm going to see if this fits. I really hope it does. Is it going to fit? I think it is going to fit. I might just need to open these holes up a tiny bit. That'll do. One day I'll get myself a CNC machine that can actually do this stuff properly, which would be really nice. You know what? I'm going to do all these holes. Right. Cheers. Nice one, Patrick. See you, speak to you soon. Have a good day. All right. For those that have just joined me, you're joining me for a SCX 24 frame swap over the night before a comp. I always seem to do this. Last minute panic, not panic, last minute push. Try and get this swapped over. I'm really hoping I don't have the issues that I did last time, and I think we're going to be alright. Wow, he says. If this bolts up to the motor plate or whatever it's called, I'll be extremely happy. Whoa. I think we might be on to a winner, people. Winner, winner. Chicken dinner. No, I just need to remember which screws went where. I think we're winning, people. I'm very happy. How does this go back together? Something like that, isn't it? I thought this was going to be an all-night build. I'm not going to speak too soon, but it's looking like it might not be. This is bolting up rather nicely. So, as I say, if you're watching, let us know where you're watching from, what you're up to this weekend, what you drive, what you like doing, anything to keep me amused while I do this and try and bore you to tears. Why not tell us a joke? Also, I'll be testing you where I managed to lose all the screws and what I do wrong. Please let me know when you spot something. I think we're going together all right at the moment. I'm semi-new to the whole world of comp crawling, so if you're into that side of things, again, please let me know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know that you can even really call this a comp crawler because it's so out of date. But I say it did me all right in the last competition, my first competition. So can't complain. I would love to do another build sometime soon. Me and my son have been getting right into this. He absolutely loves the micro crawlers, so it's been nice to get out with him. Started to build a bit of a track in the garden yesterday evening, which was fun. So, we're getting there. If anyone has any suggestions on what I can do to make this thing better tonight, please jump in and let me know as soon as possible, because I need all the help I can get. I am running, I don't know, I think it was about 64% forward weight bias. So I think we're fairly on top of that. Do feel like I could probably do with a slightly longer wheelbase, but I don't think I'm going to go into changing that tonight. Right, we're getting this thing back together. It's going to be the tricky part of trying to get the drive shafts in. And that's where it turns from a PC show into something less so. Right, seem to have got some mix-matched screws here, and that just won't do. So let me just go get my tub of screws. There it is. I have a real OCD thing about using matching screws. Don't know if anyone else suffers from that, but can't deal with mismatching screws. These are the ones. That's one. Right. I can't believe how well this is going back together. I'm very surprised. There we go. Right, what's the easiest way to get the drive shafts back in? I'm going to go for taking off this link here. Right, drive shafts. If there's anyone that is watching this that doesn't do crawlers or mess about with this, making sure that you phase the drive shafts is very important. And that is all to do with the universal joints and how they sit. They basically need to mirror each other. We've actually got it back in relatively easily. Again, very surprising. So if you just joined us, let us know where you're watching from, what you're up to this weekend. Yeah, and at this rate, we might even get onto some buggy work. Maybe something's bound to go wrong there. Right, we are back together, semi back together. Got drive shafts in. Everything's moving. There we go. Feels a pain getting the drive shaft in. Making progress though. Right, shocks on. I should have taken note where I had these set up. I think it was in the middle on the front. Right, first casualty. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, this is what I hate about these things. Even drive shafts falling out now. Lost the screw and now the drive shaft's falling back out. Right. Someone tell me where that black screw went. Ah, there it is. Stuck to a magnet. They always do that, and you never think about it. Right, drive shaft back in again. Now, if it came out like this, it should go back in like this, right? But it's blatantly not. So let's start again. And this is where it will be a pain. Hello, and welcome to anyone that has just joined me as I try and rebuild this SX24 for a comp I have tomorrow. This truck's had more love in the last week than it has in the last 3 years. Can we do it again? Come on. There we go. We got it back in again. Right. Right, we are getting things rolling, quite literally making good progress here. Which way around do these go? Squeezing the outside, that's on the inside. Certainly better than the last time we did this. If anyone out there is into SCX24s and have got any hints and tips, I am all ears. Actually, the other thing that I was wondering about doing was trying to lower the body down a bit. So, we could go down that route if we have time. We do need to get the battery trays sorted out and bumper on the body. Those were the two main things. This is all going fairly smoothly. I don't know if I did have it there. I think. Right, let's get the body on, and then I can decide where. Look at that. Oh. I'm quite proud of myself. Things don't normally go together this well. Especially when you're on the camera. So I'm very happy. Well, any more Mini Z content? Hi Sergio. No, I'm afraid not at the moment. Yeah, I've not done a huge amount on it. I don't know really. Haven't got anything majorly new on the Mini Z side of things. I did post up a little short the other day of us racing. I've not had the funds to buy anything new Mini Z. So yeah, I've not had much to talk about. I would like to do some more. I really would like to get an associated whatever it's called, associated RC28, I think it is. I'd really like to try that and compare it against the old Reflex that I've got. Had a few issues with my MRO4 the other day, so I've been trying to sort that out. But yeah, I've been fairly busy with club stuff the last week or two. I have been building a trailer to house all of the club track in, and well, that's taken a huge amount of my time up. So everything else has kind of been a little bit left behind, including videos on here, which isn't ideal. So yeah, I'm afraid I haven't. If there is anything you want me to cover though, give us a shout, let us know. I'll take requests. I am heading over to the USA for Christmas, so I'm hoping perhaps to get some Mini Z driving in over there, and perhaps a little content when we're over there. All being well. Right, a few little issues here, just trying to get the body mounted up. It's on a little magnetic catch. Just trying to figure out where it bolts to. Ah, yes, wow. The whole MRO4 thing is an interesting one. My videos are kind of a little bit more tutorially, I guess you would call them. And I've been struggling with it. I really have been struggling with the MRO4. I've stuck with it. I haven't lost hope, all hope with it. But I have been struggling with it. It just it's fast, but it just doesn't drive as nice as my MRO3, which is a bit of an issue, and kind of why I suppose I haven't really done much more content on it, because I haven't found a setup that I would comfortably tell someone, do this. I mean, I have got my setup. Let me grab it. It's had me confused for the past 12 months nearly. I raced it the other night, and as I say, it does go well. No, it doesn't go well. It's fast, but it's It's very hard work to drive. There's a couple of things I don't understand. I don't understand why the setup is so different to the MR03. I would love to know what they did to this car to make it so different in setup. The MR03, I was running softest T-plates and almost softest everything. Whereas this, I'm running nearly the hardest of everything. I'm on an orange spring on the front. I'm on a number 3 T-plate at the rear. And it just, as I say, it's just not as easy. Is that right word? It's just not as smooth as the MR03 was. The steering is more precise. Love the steering. But I think I love it. I've just had issues with it. The motor dying, which I am now hearing is quite common. I'm hoping that it was just a bad batch of motors on the first issued ones and not something deeper, but it is slightly concerning. But yeah, I've lost a little love for box stock racing through owning this. Just because, yeah, I just don't feel like my consistency is as good, which is hard, which is strange, because as I say, the steering is crisper and tighter, but yeah, I don't know. I'm a little bit confused with it. I'm lost with it. Anyway, that's kind of why I haven't felt like I could go into one of my full-on videos on the MR04 again just yet. Maybe I should do a video exactly on that, the issues of the MR04. I'd love to hear anyone else in the same, if you're in the same boat, or if you're if you're actually loving the MR04. Yeah, always keen to hear other people's opinions. There we go. Can't believe we just rattled through that so smoothly. Oh, battery plate I need to get in. There we go. Battery tray. It's just come off the printer. Actually, saying that, I need to get another couple of bits on here printed out. Let me just go into Fusion 360. Keyboard. I suppose you guys might want to see this. Maybe not, but there you go, you can see it anyway. That was the battery tray. I need to print these little bits next. These are just the little battery clips, and for those that are really interested, that was the chassis, and that is the bumper that I just need to print. I might just put a couple of fillets around that as soon as we're printing it.
So there we go. That is that. So I'm going to save these two files. No, what? Cancel. 3D print. Print. No, I don't want to do that, sorry. I want to print them all in one go. 3D print, bumper. Export. Okay. Cancel. Right, that's that, and then I need to do the same 3D print one of those. Cool, and then we will go into the slicer, delete that, add on. Oh, this is hard with one hand. I'm just going to have to do it in two. Here goes. Okay. Lie that down, like that down. Might as well put them to 100%. Slice. Yeah, I think it'll be alright. Export G-code. Oh no, cancel. I need two of those, don't I? Let's have another one of those. Slice. Export G-code. Battery clip. Same. Okay. Upload. Right, just going to go pop the build plate back on the printer. Okay, hopefully it should start printing. Sometimes that has a... Yes, it is. There we go. Right, so while that is printing, let's get the battery tray installed, hopefully. Bit of a tidy up on here. Filament isn't the best at the moment. It's a bit damp. So, welcome if you've just joined me. We are midway, nearly all the way through, a SCX 24 rebuild. We have put a new chassis on tonight that I cut earlier this afternoon in preparation for a comp I am running tomorrow.
Just cleaning this up a tiny bit. Right. Normally just pop a tap through any holes that are going to be threaded. That way you stand a lot less chance of stripping things out. Okay, so it goes that way around. We'll just go back to the live chat. Hello, sucks to hear. Just started on Mini Z, so I'm more soaking as much information as I can while there are videos, not any tutorials on how to. Well, Sergio, if you're still online, any questions, please just drop me a message. I will do my best to help you out. I don't know masses, but I know enough. Yeah. In the process of doing this, I managed to lose more screws. As I said earlier, I am a bit of a OCD freak on matching screws. Don't know why. Just interestingly, if there are any Micro B drivers on here right now, I have been working with another company and hopefully we have a few parts being prototyped as we speak that I've had a bit of a hand in being developed, which is quite exciting. There we go. This is going together far too smoothly, which normally means I'm in for a big letdown at some point. Either that or my CAD is finally getting better. Can't actually believe this has gone together so well. Well, I think we're sitting a bit tail down. Well, I'm going to go forwards one on the shock tower. Do I go forwards too? So that will bring up a bit of preload. I've actually even got battery in here at the moment. Seems to be sitting a lot lower than it did before. Maybe just jam a bit of preload on. Okay, printer is done. Have some more parts in just a second. Ooh, that's not good. Losing the shot. Right. We're nearly there. That's better. It's a bit more level. It's a bit high, but come back down here. Still got a battery to go in. Still a little bit high now. Thought I pretty much had it slammed beforehand. There we go. Yeah, that's alright. Right, there we go. We are getting there. I'm just going to grab those bits off the printer. Right, now the rules that we have here for micro crawlers in the UK are unique, I think is the word. They've just been made up by the group of people. So it's quite open. This truck falls, well, last time fell just about under the class 1 category, although I was missing a front bumper. So to keep everyone happy, I am going to fit one, but it is no more than a tiny 3D printed piece. I was going to try and do these out of carbon fibre, but time got away from me. So there we go. That is going to be my front bumper. It's pretty pathetic, but apparently that's all I need. So that's all we have. Right. Now I just need to figure out how to get holes through to the body. Probably should have printed two out. Would have been the easy option.